am Mrs. Kim Bodie, the Executive Director of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, BIFS, and I am delighted to welcome you to this promotional event. The Institute has been providing education and training programs for professionals in the financial services industry for 47 years. In keeping with its mission statement to be responsive and innovative to the expanding needs of the industry in the Bahamas, we are pleased to host this event to introduce to professionals in the industry a new and exciting opportunity to obtain a gold standard designation in partnership with our international partners. It is in these times of uncertainty that we look for opportunity to enhance the dynamics of our financial services sector through skills building initiatives. Joining us this morning are Mr. Ryan Pinder, the President of BIFS, Ms. Jane Gibson, the Chairperson of our Education Committee, and Mr. Miguel Pratt, our Programs Director. I also noticed that also joining us is Mr. Jermaine Williams, our Deputy Chairperson of Education, and I really appreciate him being able to assist us today in this event. In addition, our international representatives are Mr. Keith Checkley of Checkley and Associates, and Ms. Valerie Buckham, Chartered Banker, Global Business Partner. Thank you once again for joining us, and I now call on Mr. Ryan Pinder, BIFS President, to bring brief remarks. He will be followed by Mr. Keith Checkley, and following Mr. Checkley will be Valerie Buckham, who will present a slide presentation to introduce this exciting designation. We will entertain questions after Ms. Buckham's presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kim. I trust everybody could hear me okay. I want to welcome everybody to this exciting press conference today, of which we are announcing a new offering in conjunction with the Chartered Institute. As many would know, the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services has been offering continuing education in the financial services industry for quite some time to Bahamian professionals. And it is primarily responsible for allowing Bahamian professionals in the financial services industry, and frankly in other industries, to have the continuing education necessary to be able to enhance their careers and enhance their offerings to their respective companies and industries in which they work in. Through these times with COVID-19, the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services has continued on its mission to provide a platform for Bahamian professionals in the financial services industry. We have embraced technology. We've always been really advanced in the utilization of technology in our teaching platforms, and we've embraced technology in these times to continue offering training opportunities and course opportunities to Bahamian professionals. In fact, our enrollments for classes this calendar year have not significantly decreased. And that's very exciting to us, because we're very encouraged that Bahamian financial services professionals are still focused and dedicated to their career and advancing themselves, whether through their current employment or looking for additional employment opportunities to advance their professional careers in the Bahamas. We provide continuing support to Bahamian professionals, and in fact, by looking at our enrollment, we've seen a broader spectrum, a broader scope of Bahamian professionals that have been involved in and have had interest in the offerings that we're providing them. That's in part due to, one, the expanded nature of what financial services are these days, bringing in industries such as the gaming industry, lawyers, credit unions, other areas in which were not necessarily thought of within the industry. And now we're seeing our enrollment broaden into a vast scope of professionals in the country, which is very encouraging. This has also contributed to more opportunities for lateral movement for our professionals in the Bahamas. And so that we're very excited about. Certainly, we're very excited about our international partnerships, and this press conference is intended to highlight some of those international partnerships of the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services. Today we're speaking about a new program that we are launching in collaboration with the Chartered Banker Institute. It's called the Chartered Banker by Experience. And we've offered programs in partnership with the Chartered Banker Institute in the past, and they've been highly successful. And we've had a lot of prominent and advanced professionals taking the classes in collaboration with the Chartered Banker Institute. This new program is intended to offer another platform for continuing education and really a high level of advanced education for professionals who have significant experience working within the industry. And it's a nice addition to the suite of opportunities that we offer Bahamian professionals through the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services, allowing for continued education to a experienced level of professional, and also allowing for another avenue to enhance CVs and professional reputations and qualifications for additional employment and career goals within the Bahamas. So certainly this new program, Chartered Banker by Experience, is a very exciting program for us. And we're very grateful for the collaboration that we have today and we've had in the past with the Chartered Banker Institute in being able to offer this level of opportunity to our professionals in the country. With that said, I know I'm only supposed to bring brief remarks, and as a former politician, sometimes they're not so brief, but this is a very exciting opportunity, something that not only am I excited to introduce to everybody, but also, you know, you never know, maybe excited to actually take the course, assuming that the Chartered Banker Institute and BIFS thinks that I have the qualifications to do so. But it seems like a very exciting opportunity, and maybe I will be a student once again. So with that, Kim, I want to thank you for the introduction. I want to thank you for your hard work, and I want to thank you for your continuing efforts to collaborate with international institutions to bring the best opportunities that we can to the Bahamian professionals in the financial services industry, an industry in the Bahamas which is broadening, which is becoming more diverse, and which is becoming more inclusive of professionals who you might not regard as a typical financial services professional. So keep trailblazing for us, Kim. I want to thank you, and thank you for always keeping us in the forefront for our professionals.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
I'm Keith Checkley. I'm managing consultant for Keith Checkley and Associates. So my purpose today will be shortly to introduce Valerie, but also give some background to the development that Ryan's been touching on, and Kim, to the development of the excellent international relationship between BIFS and the Chartered Banking Institute. So now, one of our most significant landmarks was in 2004, because that's when we signed an MOU between KCA, Keith Checkley Associates, and BIFS, and this was a new development, and it was very much driven by Kim's desire to bring executive level programs into Bahamas that had an international perspective and also that would somehow achieve a global or international accreditation. And that international accreditation in time was through the Chartered Banker Institute. So today, having said all that, you know, we're really pleased to have the opportunity to launch this alternative route to achieving Chartered Banker status. And the main difference really is it's not a 1 year or a 2 year study program, because it's not an MBA academic style achievement. What it's based on is an individual's background and experience within the financial services industry, which is really good, because here's a chance for persons who have given, you know, a lot to the industry, and they've done really well in terms of their career within the industry, but maybe they haven't necessarily had the time to pursue, you know, an academic MBA level qualification. And this is a 12-week, which Val will give more details on shortly. In Stop Press, we have Denise Turnquist from Commonwealth Bank in Bahamas, and another #1 for Bahamas in the Caribbean. She's the first person that's registered for the program and been successfully registered, and that's been acknowledged by the Banking Institute. So she's the first one in the Caribbean region. Now, the Chartered Banking Institute, you know, from those early foundations, as well as being the oldest banking institute in the world, but they now have over 30,000 members in over 100 countries. So, you know, if you become a chartered banker, not only are you achieving like a gold standard in terms of your profession, but you're also joining what could be described as a truly, you know, truly global family networking opportunity. So as Ryan was saying, you know, global collaboration has become more and more important. So turning now to Val, she's worked for the Banking Institute for more than 15 years. So she knows her way around the Institute very well, but she recently moved from the operational side into the Institute's global team, where the focus of her team is to strengthen personal relationships, management, provide excellent service, and strengthen connections with the respective institutes, you know, right throughout the world to get the most out of the joint partnerships. So Valerie is delighted to be invited to join the CBBE launch today. And having said all that, I'd like to pass back to Miguel, who will get Valerie organized to make a start.
So good news, thank you. So thank you very much for the introduction, Keith and Miguel. And as mentioned, I'm just going to run through the Chartered Banker by Experience program very briefly. And just to mention, yes, as Keith says, I've worked for the Chartered Banker Institute in the UK, which is the world's oldest banking institute. So it was founded in 1875. And Keith, as Keith mentioned, I've been here pretty much since it opened in 1875 in various roles. So delighted to be here today and going to look at the program, who it's for, what's involved, how to apply, and then open up to see if there are any questions. So first of all, why Chartered Banker? I think it's been mentioned a couple of times already today. We consider Chartered Banker the gold standard in professional designations, and it is a globally recognized professional designation. We currently have students and qualified members in 107 countries all around the world, and we're going to show you a quick map of our global domination later. So it's a very well-known designation. We also feel external validation of your credentials provides a really powerful message to both your peers and your customers. And as a banking institute, we undertake continuous research, and it continually shows that customers want and expect bankers who are qualified. In addition to the personal benefits, where individuals who undertake qualifications, the sheer majority say it absolutely helps them in their job role as well, and that improves their job performance. And of course, it improves your own marketability. So the Chartered Banker by Experience program is designed for experienced banking professionals. And by experienced professionals, we mean individuals who have had 10 years business experience, including 5 years of relevant banking and financial services experience. The program is really designed around your past career, so a time or times in your banking career to date, situations and events that have happened, what happened, how you dealt with those, lessons learned, and how you may deal with such situations arising in future, taking on board insights from having undertaken this program. So there's a real focus on past performance to date, but also performance and professional development going forward. There is detailed entry criteria on our website, but also that will be provided to you by the Bahamas Institute. So very briefly, the program consists of 3 steps. And step 1 is the undertaking of critical self-evaluations. This is in the form of written statements, so 3 statements, approximately 1,000 words each, and you will have the full support of a tutor throughout the programme, so you can send them drafts and bounce ideas off them. Step 2 is the undertaking of a professional essay. That's about 3,000 words long. You will be supplied with a study text, a professionalism and ethics study text to aid your completion of that assignment. And then step 3 is the undertaking of a presentation and professional discussion that lasts about 3 hours in total. And here you will discuss both your assignment and your self-evaluation statements and also your career to date. And what's really being assessed here is the professionalism and ethical attitudes and behaviour that are expected of banking professionals. So although this is a fast-track programme, it is designed to be challenging, that's part of the test, and also rigorous. So in reality, you are looking at about 150 to 200 hours study over the course of 3 months, so about 50 hours study a month. So not for the faint-hearted. And as has been mentioned already today, everything is fully online, so this can be studied from anywhere, anytime. And you do have the full support of a personal tutor. In addition to everything being online, there is also access to additional materials, so the Chartered Banker magazine, thought leadership, research, articles. And there's also access to an online chat forum where you can chat with other individuals undertaking this course around the world, which we think presents a unique opportunity for globaling with like-minded senior banking professionals. And just to show you briefly, everything is accessed by simply logging into our website. So quick view of countries where we are currently working around the world. So the countries in brown are where we have students and members. There has been significant global interest in this particular course since we launched it just under 2 years ago. And that's actually growing, I can never say this word, exponentially at this point in time. I did it well. So the numbers are really starting to grow and the interest in this particular programme. And here is a quick look at some of the countries where we currently have students undertaking the Chartered Banker by Experience programme and the variety of job roles that it's been of interest to. And as, of course, what I haven't got on here, which I should have, is also the Bahamas. As Keith mentioned, we already have an individual who has enrolled onto this programme, so I must update this slide for next time round. So, absolutely delighted to be rolling out this new initiative with BIFs. Just finally, next steps, as I'm sure you'll all be applying, is to review the detailed entry criteria. And again, that is on our website, but will also be supplied to you by the Bahamas Institute or BIFs. And then submit a CV and a declaration form. I will mention in the CV, we are looking for a little more detail than you would normally include when applying for a new role, for instance, as we are looking for evidence that you do meet the experience requirements to be eligible for the programme. But we do have a sample CV, there's a screenshot of it here that can be supplied. So you would forward your application to BIFs, they'll check that everything is in order, send that to our assessor, and they will review that within 10 working days. And once approved, you will be immediately enrolled onto the programme with full access to all of the materials you require, and you will be introduced to your personal tutor. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for your time, and we'd be delighted to hear if you have any questions.
Interested in the Chartered Banker Institute program. However, in my role as a senior pension administrator, will that be a criteria that will allow me to be able to take this exam?
I don't know, should I? So, I mean, the main criteria there, it is 10 years business experience and 5 years in financial services experience. So I'm going to say absolutely on the face of it, it sounds like no problem at all. Yes.
I saw Mr. Todd Bennett has joined us early on. I don't know if Mr. Todd Bennett is still there.
Thank you very much. I'm just listening and looking at the brochure and hoping to get some additional information from Miguel.
Before Jane
Yes.
comes on to say her thank you, might I also add that this is our press release that will be going out to the industry. But what we will be doing in another few weeks is to organize another session so that we can appraise you or advise you of the program again. So we'll be sending out notices to industry, and Miguel and I will facilitate presentations, you know, in the ensuing weeks. Okay, so I want to say thank you for coming. Jane, to you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And I would like to join Kim, first of all, in thanking our president, Ryan Pinder, for his unwavering support and continued support of the work of the Institute. Every time we've called on him, he's been there, excited and giving excellent ideas to move the Institute forward.
Yes.
I also want to thank our Executive Director, Kim Bodie, for her insights and her proactivity in terms of the courses, the training sessions for our industry professionals, and for keeping us ahead of the curve in terms of the educational programs that's being offered. And I also want to take this time to congratulate and ask you to join me in congratulating Kim for 40 years of service with the Bahamas Institute of Financial Services. She has been a pillar in this institute, and she has done and provided dedicated service to the industry, and words cannot express how grateful we are to her and for her passion in providing training for our industry professionals. And Keith Checkley, what can I say about Keith Checkley? He's been there supporting us, and he's also been our associate and our consultant in providing a lot of our certifications and our courses and the training. And we want to thank him for introducing Valerie to us. And again, Valerie, we want to thank her for her detailed information about the program and in terms of what's required and how easily accessible it is now, even during this COVID time. All the courses are being offered online, and you can easily access any information. Everybody is available to assist you in terms of any questions you may have. And also to my deputy, Jermaine, for being on this chat with us to support us. And last but not least, Miguel. He is our programs director, and he's been instrumental in coordinating with everybody and reaching out to the industry professionals, reaching out to Valerie and to Keith, and bringing everything together. And should you have any question at all, Miguel would be more than happy to assist you and provide you with any information you have and to help you chart your path forward in this course. And to you who are attending the Zoom meeting right now, I know you have a very busy schedule, but you took the time out to join us and to participate in this program presentation that we have, and we want to thank you. And again, the information that's here and from any of our other courses are available online on our website and through all our social media connections. And we have our office present is still here, so you can contact by phone if you feel more comfortable that way. And again, thank you to everyone who is on this Zoom meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank you to everybody.
Jane.
Miguel, are you gonna?
Yes,
And
thank you all. Thanks everyone.
Jane, I'm very humbled by your kind words. Thank you.
You deserve it, Kim. Words are not enough for what you've done for the Institute and for the Bahamas and the international ambassador representation that you've been in this area. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Oh, oh.